Hi, I'm Garen Daly. I'm the festival director for the 47th Boston Science Fiction Film Festival. And this is our fourth and final marathon preview podcast. We will be doing some other podcasts a little later on, including some conversations with directors that are coming, some of the films that are showing up in the festival, and a couple of other pieces that are going to going on. So today we're going to talk about probably one of what it's considered a cult classic right now. It is also considered one of the worst films ever made. It was in the 1996 MST3K, and it's called Laserblast. And here's a clip of it.
Weapon that might belong to us in the future, but is here now. Laserblast. It's the story of the boy who found it and the girl who tried to help him.
What about the lump on your chest?
And a world that tried to take it away.
They didn't know I knew it.
I want the town sealed off. No news leaks. No news, period.
Laserblast. It will blow your mind.
Yes, it will. It will blow your mind about how bad it is. This is one of those films that is considered one of the really bad films of the 70s. It's a Charles Band production. Now, I don't know if you guys remember Charles Band Productions at all, but they were just a bunch of junky films that were designed to go into drive-ins very quickly and quickly into video and wherever else they could sell it for. So they were cheapo productions. Kim Milford, who is the male star. Sorry, I'm checking my notes here. But Kim Milford is the star, and the other star is Cheryl Smith. Kim Milford had a number of films that he did over the course of his career and sadly died of a heart attack. Even more sad was Cheryl Smith ended up being in a bunch of films, including Caged Heat with Jonathan Demme, Phantom of Paradise, Logan's Run, bit part in Logan's Run, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. But unfortunately, she ended up finding the needle and ended up dying from heroin addiction. She didn't die of the heroin. She died of hepatitis that she got from that. Also in this film is Roddy McDowall and Keenan Wynn. And these are their roles, I would say, we're putting an addition on our house and we need a little extra money, because that's the only reason that they would ever play in such a, shall we say, not very good film. But it's going to have a lot of hoots, and there's some stop motion animation in it that's pretty good. That's one of the saving graces for it. But like I said, this was just basically drive-in fodder for the 70s and the 80s, and it's almost an historical piece in that regard. So I think you'll have fun in the marathon, knowing the marathon crowd and how they enjoy some bad things, and maybe there'll be some new words that we use in exchange, like Mark, or some of the other things that we do inside the marathon. There's a film out there. Actually, when we're putting this together, Mark asked me, "Is this one of those films like Invasion of the Body Snatchers or Richard Matheson's I Am Legend that keeps being made over and over and over again?" Well, this one is one of those Richard Matheson's I Am Legend. It's the Charlton Heston Omega Man, which is again the story about. We have a little theme running through the marathon this year of about pandemics and people becoming zombies. And in this particular case, a chemical agent has been created, and it has turned people into nocturnal, homicidal, albinos, allergic to the light, or as I'd like to call it, Trump fanatics. But it's again, it's not a great movie. It's not one of Charlton Heston's, who has been a very sturdy, durable star. But this one is just not that good, and it's going to be like Laserblast, one that I think we're going to give it a little bit of ridicule to. One of the things about this particular film is it's got a great cast, but it's Rosalind Cash plays is the female lead in this, and despite what we may think about Charlton Heston and his cold dead hands, he was supportive of the fact that it is the first interracial kiss on, or one of the first interracial kiss on film, and he fully supported it. And there's a scene, or a TV show where Whoopi Goldberg talks to him about that, and he spontaneously gets up and gives her a kiss. So obviously, Charlton Heston, despite some of his right-wing bravado and whatever else you want to call it, had some good sensibilities about being a human being. So here is a clip to show you the kind of cheesiness of the 80s special effects of the Omega Man.
Is this not the place where all the dead were burned? Get those lights off! He's gone!
Yeah, just the music alone makes you wonder what's going on. For those of us who are real film fanatics, or like to think we are, the stunt work was done by a guy by the name of Joe Canute, and yes, that is Yakima Canute's son. So I like that a little bit. I found that really buried deep into the IMDb catalog. So those are our two kind of, not dogs, but they're kind of cheesy films that'll probably play late at night to kind of keep people awake or let them fall asleep. But the next one is one of the cornerstones of this year's festival, and it is Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. Now, no matter what you think of Christopher Nolan, all of his films are incredibly well done, with great special effects and with an incredible cast. And the cast, let me just read the cast of Interstellar. Matthew McConaughey, not shilling out for those Lincoln cars. Anne Hathaway, Jessica Chastain, Timothy Chalamet as a young man, David Oyelowo, Ellen Bernstein, John Lithgow, Michael Caine. It's just a really, really good cast. Let's take a look at something off the trailer of Interstellar.
We must reach far beyond our own lifespans. We must think not as individuals, but as a species. We must confront the reality of interstellar travel.
Murph, I love you. Forever. I'm coming back.
As you can tell by now, if you see the entire list of films that we're going to be showing at this year's marathon, there is a leitmotif going on, and that is how we are destroying the earth and how those forces of nature are coming back to haunt us. And I think that when you see the fire scenes in that little bit that we just showed, you're immediately reminded of what was going on in California and some of the other places in the world where the fires are destroying, the crops, the homes, the livelihoods, and the lives of people in the world. And one of the things that we like to say about Boston science fiction is the future is now. And this is a wake-up call for all of us to realize that it is getting very, very dire out there. But we will do it in an entertaining way. Someone asked me just, I think it was 2 days ago on Facebook, well, are we showing any 35 millimeter prints? Yes, we are. We're showing at least 4 films will be in 35 millimeter, and Interstellar is going to be in 70 millimeter. Think about this. Christopher Nolan's great work all those great science fiction scenes, all those space scenes, all those scenes that Christopher Nolan is going to be shown on that big screen at the Somerville Theater in 70 millimeter. I mean, that to me is one of the big draws, and we saved this film for last because I think it's one of the best things about this year's marathon. So I'm closing out on the marathon. We'll be back. Check your social media to talk with some of the directors and some of the other people who are coming to the festival and highlight some of the films. I think I may have talked a little bit about a film that I really am high on called Out of Sync. We've just added another film called We Are Living Things, which is another very good film. And I believe the director is going to fly up from Peru just to be at the festival. And we'll have an announcement about all the directors who are coming. We think we're going to be getting someone like Claudia Christensen to come, and a number of other directors and people. So please stay tuned to our social media. Please stay tuned to us. And tickets are on sale, T-shirts are on order, mugs are on order. Everything is coming together. We hope to see you at the 47th Boston Science Fiction Film Festival. My name is Garen Daly. I am the festival director for that festival, and we all wish you to be safe and have a good day.